On the mobile device, navigate to your toolkit just as you would on a computer. Log in, and then, from the Home drop-down menu, select Mobile Forms. If you are logged in as a Level 5 user, you will only be able to submit forms for yourself. If you are logged in as an administrative level user, you will have the option to select many clinicians. If you're preparing a tablet that will be used for multiple clinicians, you'll want to select All for the clinician ID here. This will allow you to change the clinician ID on the form itself. If you have a choice on the Site ID field, make sure that it's set correctly. Otherwise, your forms will submit with the wrong site ID and may not be visible to you from your toolkit. Select the form type you'd like. If you're preparing a form that will be used by multiple clients, set the client ID field to N/A. This will let you enter it on the form itself. Have the page display the URL and hit Go. You should plan on setting up a bookmark or saving the form to the tablet's desktop. If you opted to leave Clinician ID or Client ID blank, they will need to be filled in every time here. If you set the Clinician ID to All on the prior page, you'll see that there is a drop-down menu that allows you to select from available Clinician IDs. You'll want to make sure that the client and clinician IDs are correct before letting the client fill out his or her responses. That way, they can simply press the Submit Form button once they are done filling out the form. Make sure that the tablet is connected to the internet, and that way all of the data will be transferred to our servers. At this screen, the client should return the device to you, or to your front desk staff. If the record submitted correctly, it should indicate it here. After submitting the form, the data should be in our system, and you can have the client return the form to the front desk staff or to the clinician, which can then be looked at and used by the clinician in the session. You should know that if a form has been submitted electronically, the image of the form itself can immediately be found in the Fax/Forms Processed page. This way, you can pull up a copy of the form for review on your toolkit immediately after they submit it. The case that the toolkit will create, where the toolkit graphs and provides statistics on the client, may take up to 30 minutes before populating. If a form was faxed, on the other hand, it will probably take at least 24 hours to show up in the toolkit. I had mentioned earlier that we recommend you create a bookmark or save the forms to the tablet's desktop. In addition to making it easier to access the forms in the future, this also acts as a safeguard. Once you hand a client the tablet device, you don't want them to be able to press the back button and have full access to your private information within the toolkit. Setting up a bookmark or shortcut will vary by device. On the iPad, for example, you simply need to navigate to the form you wish to save, then press this download button, which I've highlighted in red, followed by the Add to Home screen that I highlighted in green. You would then be able to name the form and place it on your iPad's home screen.